Greetings all, and we're back again with another box opening from Japan. A lot sooner than we expected, but I had to ship this one out. There was one item in here that was like 10 days ahead of the rest of them in terms of the storage limit. And right now, From Japan doesn't offer like free storage period, which is fine. It's I think they have it a little longer. I don't remember, but it's not a big deal to me. To just get this shipped out. I'm looking at some other stuff right now, but I think it might be a while until I ship again. This one has been, I think this one was like something like 400 bucks, so. But it has to be done right now. It's, I mean, I guess it doesn't really have to be done, but you know. I probably could have fit more in this box, but it's still pretty heavy, so it's good to get it here. And there's a couple good things in here, so it was worth picking up. So again, we've got this giant packed air. This stuff is really cool. Throw that aside. We've got our nice bubble air here, which I always like to see it. It's good, nicely done. And let's get right into it. So first off, here is the first item that we got last time. As you can see on there, it's got the Pokken Tournament, upgrade sticker on there. And I'm going to open it up. And this is the other poster that I mentioned that I picked up. This is going to be going to the person who bought one of the one of the Pokken caps. So I'll have this sent down over the weekend. My friend's coming up, and one of these will get sent out to that person. Alright, got that open. I'm going to take these out. And this is for the release of GunGun. Both posters are the same. I'll be keeping one, and I'll pass the other one on to him. And here we go. Looks like this one's going to fold out pretty easily. The box was pretty... Uh-oh. I got it stuck on the tape in the back here. Hang on. Good. Okay, tuck that down. Alright, so there's the poster. I think everything, not really easy to get the whole thing in there, but there it is. I'll take a look real quick at the other. I think there's the insert for the marquee, and maybe I think one other piece. I think the instruction card for it. So I'm gonna just dump those out. And we've got here so these are just inserted into the control panel. I've got the instruction sheet for that there, and then two of these little pieces that goes in. It just has like the move set and stuff like that. So that's cool. I'm glad this is actually coming at a perfect time because I can actually get it to the guy relatively easily. So, all right, throw that aside and we'll get into the rest of the box. Okay, put that over. Now, first off, since they're all on top, I'm going to pull out a couple things in here that are just strictly for me. Well, I've once again gone and bought myself some more plush. So this is a little bit of an older one, but it's from the life-size set. And if anyone's been following these videos, I've been buying a lot of these. This one's Emolga. It's very cute, very small, but very properly sized. It does not have a tag, it looks like. That's fine. I'm not too concerned. It's really nice looking, really clean. So let's set him down. Or her, I don't know. I don't judge. And I think I have one more plush. I have at least one more plush, and that's this one here on top. But I think this might be the only one. And it's Jirachi, which I've normally been seeing this listing for well over 100, maybe more, 100, 150, 180. Like this one's been pretty expensive. This one I got for, I want to say 60, 70 bucks, something like that. So I was really happy to pick this one up. I've been watching for it for a while, and I've always wanted this one. So I finally got that. It's one thing off the list. You know, as I pick these up, there's only going to be fewer and fewer that I actually want. So hopefully I'll meet my goals with that line of plush. Okay, now digging into the rest of this, I think I've got one more poster, and the rest of it is all stuff for the business. So first up is this Shunitham Amazon Plus poster. Now, this feels, actually, you know what? This is sealed. And it's actually, I'm going to look up what this is, but this is actually sealed. I think I'm going to leave it sealed. I might come back and, if I decide to open this, or I'll look at the auction and see if there's anything else interesting in it, I might open it. But since it's sealed, I'm going to, or rather specifically, it's factory sealed. I'm just going to leave it factory sealed for now. I know, you know, it's a dumb collector thing. I shouldn't do it. You know, if you're going to get something, I figure you should enjoy it, so. Okay, let's get two boring things out of the way, and then I'll get into one of the more interesting things. Oh, this was just extra, like an extra, I'm going to actually bring this up to the camera. This is an extra touch film that goes on to Shunitham. So I figured if any of them have any problems with that, this is an extra touch film. It was maybe $10 or $20 cheaper than just buying it from Sega. But no, it was whatever. I got it. I actually didn't find out I could buy them so easily until I had already bought this one. So throw that down. And then we've got two PCBs. These are just ES3 or ES1s. So again, I'm figuring things out with ES1. So I picked up a bunch of them. Most of the components are getting replaced, so unless the motherboard or power supply is out, it doesn't really matter too much, I think, if they don't work. There's one there, one here. So that's two of them. And actually, I don't know, there's a couple other things in here before I get to my special purchase. So this was an auction. It was just like 3 U-beat buttons and a bunch of rubbers. I don't know if these are new. They look like they might be new. I don't know if the buttons are new, but it was just on a whim. I was like, hey, you know, there's some parts. They're cheap. I think they were 40 bucks shipped or something. So there's just 5 or 6 U-beat buttons in there. Set that aside. And a bag of rubbers. I've got a fair number of rubbers, I think, saved up. The batch of cabs that I'm getting on this container is going to have a bunch of rubbers too. Okay, now on to the interesting stuff. First up, this one is 2 PCBs, and I recently picked up a few multis, and I needed some donor boards for it. So this one, I ended up getting both of these, even though one of them isn't really compatible. I just happened to be on the same seller. It happened to be cheap. So I just bought it along with it. But so, this is pretty securely taped in. I might just cut this off. I can't really get a grip on the tape. I'm just going to rip it open. I mean, I've been starting to throw out tons of packing material anyway. I'm just going to, I'll repack these PCBs later with my own. I've got like cord stat boxes for them and stuff. Jesus. God, make it hard to open. Okay, so anyway, get in there. And we've got 2 boards. I don't know if both have art. I guess only one of them has art, but that's fine. So the first one is columns, and this one is not compatible for a C2 multi. But again, it happened to come along with it. And let's see here. Actually, oh yeah, so that's this one, and I'll open these up, and we can take a look at the boards. I need to anyway, since I'm going to be doing this install fairly soon. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video on these or not, but that might be something I will do down the line to kind of just show what the community has been doing with multiing hardware. So, I mean, if that sounds like it's something that would be interesting, let me know in the comments below, and maybe I will actually do a video on some of this stuff. I wasn't really originally intending to, but now that I'm looking at it, maybe it's a good idea. Okay, so this one, this is the other one. This is Puyo Puyo. So this one is a compatible donor board, and I specifically got this one because the other one, the Puyo Puyo 2 I have is a bootleg. I actually traded my original to a friend of mine, a collector, who wanted to have the original board. And for me, I'm not so much concerned with it. I just wanted a board that worked. So I was happy to trade him that, and he had a bootleg for me. And it works fine, but it won't work as a donor. So let me open up columns here, and we'll take a look, and you can see. I don't remember if if it's visibly the difference is noticeable, but I think it's the sound. There's something on this, on the C2 that, or C1 or whatever it is, that is not compatible. I'm sorry, I don't quite remember exactly, but here we go. I'm gonna pull these up there. You can take a quick look, and yeah, so they're very similar, but you have stuff like over here, Puyo Puyo, you have the EPROM. I think that might have actually been one. I don't know. Any rate, that's those two boards, and the last thing that I have to pull out of here is actually pretty exciting, and there's a good chance that I'll just get kind of hosed, but this is something that I've been looking for since before I started the company, probably 4 or 5 years now, I think. So as a precursor to it, here's the first half, and this, get this open. Well, this is nice to have because the guns on my cabinet have broken before. Now this is different than mine. These are Music GunGun 1 guns, and if you've seen Music GunGun 2, and I think there might be, I might have a video of it up somewhere, but they're actually black, and they have like the pink and the blue on the stickers, you know, to decal. These were originally had like the pink and blue kind of pastel color. Now these were from Music GunGun 1, and the Music GunGun 1 cabinet was bigger. It was more like this color theme, and the game was also this color theme, whereas Music GunGun 2 kind of has like that darker look to it, and like the guns and the cabinet reflect it. The cabinet's a little smaller. So, oh, there's something bouncing around inside of this one. Well, that's fine. But anyway, I had guns broken before, so there was nothing that was going to, you know, it's a good idea to pick up a spare of something like this, because otherwise, where else are you going to get them? You can get like a junky replacement, but at least even if I replace them and it's these, it matches the cabinet, looks good. So I got these guns. These are just the mounts for it, I guess. You know, probably a cabinet got gutted or something. Set these down, and the real reason that I got attention on this, and it really attracted me, was this here, and this, and actually these PCBs came with the gun. They're the gun IOs and stuff like that. So these are just good. Oh no, actually, you know what? No, this did come with the hard drive. So this is a hard drive for Music GunGun. Now, what I'm hoping is that the software is Music GunGun 1. I'm going to pull this up here and show you guys, because it was originally a Music GunGun, whereas mine is a Music GunGun 2. Now Music GunGun 2 was, you know, it came as the cab came that way. But the reason why Music GunGun 1 is so hard to find is because it was, Music GunGun 2 was an upgrade. And it just straight upgraded all the cabs. I don't know if they sent out a USB dongle, and actually I might find out in a sec here. But let's see, where did they go? Ah, here. So maybe they sent out a USB update or something like that, but which would suck if that, you know, ended up getting converted to Music GunGun 2. So I'm really hoping that that Music GunGun 1 is still somewhere on there, and that I can still get it off, because I've been wanting to play that version of the game for a very long time. So here's the dongles, which is interesting because they're both labeled Music GunGun 2, which is why I'm kind of scared. But, you know, again, I'm hoping that I can find data on the hard drive and maybe get Music GunGun 1 out of it. But the interesting thing is that there's two USBs here, And I didn't really get a good look at them before. This one is looks like just a regular USB flash, so we'll find out. And if it is, that's probably an update, and I might just be screwed, because it may be, and I'll check, it might just, you know, be a full OS overwrite or something. And again, if that's the case, that's unfortunate, but, and I paid quite a bit for this. This was something like 400 bucks. But when you want to try and find some things like this, sometimes you gotta spend out the money for it. And I think I've said before, I'm pretty heavily spent right now. Like I've invested quite a bit, but some things have to be bought when they get bought. And specifically, like the Bust-A-Move board that I bought, that was also very expensive, and that was also after I didn't have, you know, I've already spent a lot of money. But, you know, again, sometimes you gotta buy stuff. So here, I'm gonna pull out a couple of these boards. These are the I/O boards from Music GunGun. And this was also why I said, well, even if it's Music GunGun 2, at the very least, I have gotten something out of it that's worthwhile. Because if these PCBs go out, I'm kind of screwed with that cab. There's not as much that I can really do with it, you know. So for parts like this, they're worth picking up. And so we've got here, I'm not sure what this one is. This looks like a USB I/O, and this one here is an amp. So I think that's everything in the box. I'm going to double check here. Yep, that is all that we got this time around. I'm hoping that I don't do another one of these for a while, because I really don't have the money to keep at it. But at the same time, there are certain things that just need to be bought. So, well, that about does it. I will see you next time we do, actually, honestly, I'll see you next time we do a video. But yeah, hopefully we'll do another opening in the next 2 months or so, maybe. I'm hoping it's going to be a while, so we will see you guys later.